Hi, this is Michael Ward, partner of Elliott's Accounting, talking about payroll tax exemption for university student guilds. Payroll tax is a state tax. Each state and territory of Australia has its own Payroll Tax Act. The Payroll Tax Acts vary between states and territories. Payroll tax rates and annual wages thresholds also vary between states and territories. It may well be possible for a university student guild or union to be exempt from payroll tax as a charitable institution. Certain non-profit charitable organisations can be exempt from payroll tax. The advancement of education is a charitable purpose. If a student guild or union can be seen to have as its sole or dominant purpose a charitable purpose such as the advancement of education, there is a case to argue that it may be eligible for exemption from payroll tax. The student guild or union must be a non-profit organisation with no ability to distribute profit to members, and no surplus assets can be distributed to members on winding up the organisation. New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, Tasmania and the Northern Territory have the same non-profit organisation definition at Section 48 of their respective Payroll Tax Acts. The definition is a non-profit organisation having as its sole or dominant purpose a charitable, benevolent, philanthropic or patriotic purpose other than a school, educational institution, educational company or instrumentality of the state or territory. The wages paid must be paid for work of a kind ordinarily performed in connection with the charitable purpose of the organisation and to a person engaged exclusively in that work. It is important to note the exclusion from exemption as a charitable organisation for an educational institution such as a university or an educational company. An educational institution means an entity that provides education above secondary level, such as a university. An educational company is a company in which an educational institution has a controlling interest and that provides, promotes or supports the educational services of that institution. Company includes all bodies and associations, corporate and unincorporated, and partnerships. The Australian Capital Territory Payroll Tax Act exempts wages paid by a charitable organisation other than a charitable organisation carried on for an educational purpose. It defines a charitable organisation as an organisation, society, institution or body carried on for a religious, educational, benevolent or charitable purpose, other than one carried on for securing financial benefit of its members. The Queensland Payroll Tax Act exempts wages paid by a charitable institution to a person engaged exclusively in the work of the charitable institution for a qualifying exempt purpose. A qualifying exempt purpose means, amongst other things, educational purposes and another charitable purpose or promotion of the public good. Charitable institution means an institution registered under the Taxation Administration Act 2001, Part 11A, other than a university or university college. The Western Australia Payroll Tax Act exempts wages by a charitable body or organisation on application to the Commissioner. A charitable body or organisation means a body or organisation established or carried on for a charitable purpose except a body or organisation whose sole or principal purpose is the provision of tertiary education, or a college or other vocational education and training institution under the Vocational Education and Training Act 1996. So it is quite possible with the right structure and objects that a university student guild could be exempt from payroll tax that could result in large savings for the guild. We have successfully acted for 6 major university guilds or unions in Queensland and have been able to successfully obtain payroll tax exemption for each of them, resulting in significant tax savings. Your guild or union may also be eligible for payroll tax exemption. If you are interested in finding out whether you may be eligible for exemption from payroll tax, please contact Michael Ward of Elliott's Accounting on 07 38 333 999 to discuss obtaining an initial assessment report of eligibility for exemption. If you are currently exempt from payroll tax, you still need to regularly review your continuing entitlement to exemption, as the laws have changed. For a review of your continued entitlement to exemption, please contact Michael Ward of Elliott's Accounting on 07 38 333 999 to discuss receiving a review report.